So time now for the last gold medal to be decided here at the World Championships in Budapest. It's the men's team foil competition, and leading us out is the team from USA. This is a clash between USA and France. Well, USA came through to this. They beat Hungary in the table of 16. They beat China in the quarterfinals, and then Russia in the semi-finals. And there are the four athletes.
Representing Team USA, Imboden, Massialas, and Meinhardt. This is the United States of America.
This could be the first time that the United States win this competition. Got a great chance, but they're up against a team from France who beat Canada in the table of 16, Germany in the quarterfinals, and then beat Italy in the semi-finals.
They already won 13 times in the history of the competition in this event. Is it going to be number 14? Ladies and gentlemen, this is France.
Now, this is the team from France. They have a sterling record in this competition over the years.
Please give a warm welcome to the four Frenchmen, Pechoux, Lefort, Mertine, and Pauty. We give you France.
That is the team from France, a close-knit unit. So this is the men's team foil gold medal match about to get underway. The final medal to be decided here in Budapest. It's the USA versus France, and it's getting underway very, very shortly. Well, while they do their huddle, I'd like to introduce Mr. Karim Bashir into the commentary box. Karim, you must be really excited by this.
Oh, this is mouth-watering. It's huge. It is the blue ribbon event. I know that there's a lot of battle between the weapons, but the men's foil traditionally has been the concluding match at the World Championships, and it is so here. And USA are going after something they've never, ever done before. They have a big chance here, but the French team boasts the individual champion and Le Pechoux.
Well, we talked about their progression through to this gold medal match. That's how they achieved it. It will be a kind of magic with Le Pechoux, 37 years old, up against the 26-year-old world ranked number 2, Imboden, in the first leg. Now, if you are new to fencing, this is there's 3 on a team, 9 legs, and the legs will finish when the fencers reach the target score of 5 or multiples of, all the way up to 45, or until it is timed out, 3 minutes on the clock for each of the legs. So they have a reserve in there as well. And Le Pechoux will start and finish for France. Imboden will start for Italy, and Massialas is their anchor. So France on the left of your screens, the United States of America on the right. Then Le Pechoux and Imboden get things underway, and Imboden quickly racing into the lead.
Yeah, I think the Americans are going to come out after this big time, straight off the mark. Isako Skomparent starting the refereeing duties for legs 1 and 2. Andrei Witkowski in for the 3rd and 4th, and then they'll alternate in pairs of matches. Parry riposte, cart flick over the top from the left-hander from the USA.
Well, Imboden actually earns money as a male model. Can he fashion a victory here tonight? Will he be able to strut his stuff on the catwalk?
Attack parried for me, but Pechoux was still going backwards as Imboden finished his lunge with a remise. 3-0 already for the USA. They are going out after this early doors. And acknowledged by the American. And I hope we get a look down at the American box, because you have, there you go, there it is. On the right-hand side, Greg Massialas running the order for the USA. He is an Olympian himself, and in the box with him is Stefano Cerioni. The French box there, Émeric Clot is the head of the French foil program. Another attack from Race Imboden, and they have raced out to a very early lead. I fancy they'll keep going on this, as Scomparin, the referee, has been asked to go and review the video by Mr. Team Fencing, Erwan Pechoux.
So Race Imboden, a big win in leg one, 5-1. And high fives as the New Yorker Race Imboden hands over to the Californian Alexandre Massialas.
Yeah, he is based in New York, but I was fortunate enough to get a taxi in from the airport, however many days ago it was, when we arrived here in Budapest with Race, and had a long chat with him about the dynamics of the US team and the fact that Nick Itkin came in for the individual. And he was telling me about his training program now, spending a lot of time in Jesi with Stefano Cerioni.
Maxime Pauty comes on for France. Alexandre Massialas for the Team USA. Well, now Pauty, he likes to go at it after it. He is an aggressive fencer.
Massialas finding the blade, though. Likes to find the blade, then keep his well out of the way, establish the right of way, and then finish the attack. He's also very good at the counter, diving in if his opponent starts too quickly. This time he stepped in and tried to find the blade, and Pauty has a game plan here to stay close. A little accidental hit round the inside of the mask. It does happen every now and again. I'm sure Massialas will be fine. Attack just under the wrist there. Hitting off target. The only weapon where white lights come into play, if you have the right of way and you hit off target, the match will just restart. Attack into prep from Alexandre Massialas.
It's a great start from Team USA. Yeah, if you're new to fencing, then this is foil. It's the most technical of the weapons, smallest target area. It's just the torso and the bib of the mask. And it's a point weapon. You can only score with the tip of the foil. And it is a weapon of convention, so the referee will determine who the attacking fencer was in the final action. And in that case, it was Massialas.
Yeah, he beat the blade, and Pauty stepped into that one.
Yeah, by beating the blade, he established the right of way.
There's the counter from Massialas, acknowledging that the attack landed. So Pauty getting his first of this fight.
Well, now Massialas is trying not to get hit there because he knows it's not his right of way. He's dived in, he's hit Pauty. It's not who hits first, it's who starts the attack first in that final action. But you can counter as long as you don't get hit.
Parry riposte.
Well, that was great parry riposte from Alexandre Massialas. 8-3 the score.
Very nice circular cease, or it's actually a cease cutover for me.
Massialas really disruptive when he's on the defensive there. Just got a bit of a windscreen wiper going.
Fencing with a dog leash, he calls it. He likes the dog leash. Pauty not happy there. Trying for the counter block, just hitting off target on the arm, I think. Nice parry riposte though from Pauty.
There goes the dog leash again on defense.
Oh, that's a lovely second intention parry riposte there. Really nice. Fakes the attack, draws Massialas back out, and then parry and riposte. Lovely stuff there. Laid the trap, Massialas walked into it. And there is the counter.
Yes, span out of the way. So a good example that it's not necessarily about having the right of way. If you can get hit, if you can get in, hit on the counter, spin out of the way, one light on, can only go one way. So we're into leg 3, and America have started really, really well. 10-5 the score. Meinhardt comes on for America. And we'll see, he is world rank number 5. Enzo Lefort, though, he is the most on-form fencer of the French team. World ranked number 3. His world ranking improving after he won the individual title in these championships.
Yeah, back up in the echelons of where he was just a few years ago. Meinhardt not quite has the flamboyance of the other two in the team, but he's very, very effective. Solid, reliable. Likes to find the blade. Parry riposte off target there for Lefort. Looks for the blade, but starts the attack. Lefort calling for a video here. Andrei Witkowski will go and have a look. He looked for the blade the first time, then there's no action from Lefort, and so Meinhardt goes after it again. I think he's going to get this hit. I can't see it being overturned. I don't think Lefort picked up the timing. They are having a good look at it, though, that suggests that they are considering swapping the decision.
That was interesting in the bronze medal match last night, Team USA against France. There was a bit of split loyalties, wasn't there, from the American men's team that we're watching on. Meinhardt, very much an item with Lee Kiefer, and
getting married in a month, so 1st of September.
They are going to tie the knot.
Parry riposte there for Meinhardt. That decision was in fact overturned, and Lefort made a good shout to call for the video review because the decision was changed.
And race Imboden is in a long-term relationship with Isa Thibault.
Yeah, so it was a difficult one for him with France versus the USA.
USA got the bronze. Good display from Lee Kiefer in the final leg. And yesterday you had the coach of the men's team.
Yeah, Greg Massialas was up here for the women's foil bronze and gold medal match, and great to have him in the box talking all things foil.
Well, if Meinhardt can do a good holding job against Enzo Lefort, then the Americans would be very happy. It was last season when the American team went to the World Championships. They'd won all 5 of the World Cup team competitions. and then we're not able to convert that into a gold medal, beaten by Italy in the final.
Yeah, real disappointment for the US team, having dominated all season, and they need to get their focus back here because Enzo Lefort is doing a cracking job here, 3-2 up against Gerrit Meinhardt, closing the gap here and closing it even further with a nice attack.
Well, the great thing about this cumulative system, the scoring system, is that if you're trailing, you don't need to stop at 5. You can keep right on going until you reach that target score, which in this case in the third leg is 15. So here we go.
Nice attack again from Enzo Lefort. He's getting Meinhardt pinned down here. Meinhardt needs to go out on the attack for me, because Enzo Lefort, keeping that blade well out of the way on the attack, just forces the counter.
Well, when you're getting pushed to the back line, your options become limited.
Parry riposte though from Meinhardt. He decided not to concede all the ground there. He stopped a metre short of the line. That forced the attack out from Lefort, and it was a big, deep cart parry. Watch this. Goes really deep into the cart parry before landing the riposte. Now Meinhardt showing some intent on the attack.
So 5-3 in the third.
Parry riposte fails because Lefort closed in the distance, stopping Meinhardt's flick over the top.
No separation there.
Just that little wave of the blade from Meinhardt took the attack the right way away from him.
Again, Lefort pressing forward. He's still got the attack, even though his hand is back.
Oh, that's nice. That's really nice. The first attempt at the stop hit didn't work. Lefort stopped in his tracks because of it. And so Meinhardt lands a second one. Bang. And then looks to close out. Look at his blade moving away to try and block out from Enzo Lefort. Both going for the blade for me. Both going for the blade for Andrei Vikowski as well. They're both doing exactly the same action, the two right-handers. Looking for this septime beat and then going for target.
That's a classic Lefort attack, unfortunately off target for the Frenchman. Well, Meinhardt's done a really good job to get back into this. Sits at 5-4, just needs one more to get across the line.
Running attack from Meinhardt, gets away with it. A second one, and then a third. A beautiful finish.
3 bites of the cherry. 3 bites of the cherry gets the score to 15-10 and 5 apiece in that third. Now I think that the Americans will see that as a mini victory, although it was a draw. Enzo Lefort is on incredible form, and for Meinhardt to come away with a draw from that, it'll give the Americans a lot of confidence.
Disappointment on the face of Enzo Lefort, I think, gives away that story.
So we're into the second third. We'll start to see the fences come out again. Imboden was on in leg 1. He's back out. Pauty was on in leg 2.
Well, strap yourself in, Graham, because this is going to be a big one. Race Imboden is well up for this.
And it'll be fast. Both very aggressive front foot fencers.
Just off target, just on the arm. but you can see the intent from Race Imboden.
Well, Race Imboden just acknowledging that hit.
Just a small hesitation off the line from Imboden there. So you've got to say that Pauty is doing a good job here of containing Imboden. It's when the distance opens up, when Pauty gives him room, Imboden is deadly. Counter riposte, beauty. Real great example of second intention there. Going for the attack. Watch this. It goes for the attack. It's parried, but that was the gag. That was the trick. That was the trap that was set by Imboden to go for his counter parry riposte. Now, a little bit more simple in the middle, going straight after him. Imboden found the blade, but Pauty stepped in, closed the distance up, got the counter in without being hit. If you rush in like that against Race Imboden, you're in trouble. Attack from the left. I think that's good. I think that's good. I think that's correct.
Well, Race was just asking Greg Massialas if he should go for a video. Decided against it.
I think the Americans were actually thinking about calling for a video, but I'm glad they didn't, because that was Pauty's attack. Yeah, again, same action as before, and Andrei Witkowski calls it exactly the same as he did before. Pauty steps in, stops, attack comes from the right, and it's counter. There's the stop, and there's the attack from the right from the American with the stars and stripes on his mask. Sticks with his decision. So Pauty without a video review now in this fourth leg.
Well, something just came loose there.
The tip of the weapon must have come out, I think.
Yeah, it's actually on the piece there.
Normally if the tip of the weapon comes out, then there's a... The white light comes on, so perhaps it's part of the body wire. Oh, it's the clip on the body wire. That's what's come away. So the body wire's 2 pins, and then it clips around the bottom of the socket, and it's that clip that comes around the bottom of the socket that's come away in the body wire. So Pechoux handing over the spare body wire to Maxime Pauty. He's showing it there. You can see very clearly the clips come off that. So running through a new body wire. Pretty quick exchange here with this system of tying one end to the other and running them through. And there you see the body wire just absolutely destroyed in that beat. Just exploded. Pauty having to go through the longer version of exchanging body wires here, because
he's got caught up somewhere.
Well, the original body wire's going underneath the plastron. That's why I think some fencers like it under the plastron. Some run it over the top of the plastron. The plastron that is that half jacket that protects the sword arm side of the body. It's just an extra layer of protection for the side that's facing or closest to the opponent. With the modern jackets, I'm not sure it's required, but it's certainly it's not a problem for the athletes. We always used to wear them. In fact, they used to have full body plastrons for those that wanted them. The plastron now is just a half jacket that has a sort of neck tie that comes around the top and goes through the sword arm, and so it's like a half waistcoat almost.
So effectively you've got 3 layers. You've got the plastron, the jacket, and then the lame.
Then the lame, yeah. I mean, the lame doesn't really offer any level of real protection, but the jacket itself, they're now very lightweight. In my day, I used to wear Kevlar, and it really heavy stuff. And there's the new tat from Miles Chamley-Watson. A big fan of the tats is Miles.
Also in cling film.
Also a catwalk model himself. Miles Chamley-Watson. Could have fenced for Great Britain, you know.
Yeah, born in London. Will we see Chamley-Watson?
No.
Saw him in the semi-finals.
I don't think we're going to see him here. Can't see Greg Massialas making a change when things are going so well. Imboden just missing on his attack.
Pauty's up to 5. Any more will be a bonus. Will be catch-up territory. Well, that is that. 2015, this 5-point lead that was established after leg 2 remains. And the last 2 legs have been 5 apiece. So we go into the 5th. And Meinhardt comes back on for the USA. And Pechoux for France. Pechoux, 37 years old now. Is up against Meinhardt, 28 years old. A veteran of 3 Olympic Games is Meinhardt. And we've seen those graphics before. We'll see them all the way through as they change. So Meinhardt is going to his 4th Olympic Games in Tokyo. And Pechoux, well, it will be his 5th. Competed in Athens 2004, got 13th in Beijing. In 2008, he was 7th in London. 2012, he was 12th. And in Rio 2016, he was 13th, but picked up a team silver Olympic medal. Will it be a team silver or a team gold for Pechoux tonight? Pechoux has won this 4 times before this team competition. Isako Skomperin back on as ref. It's just slowed up a bit. Now, a point hasn't been scored. And we've been over a minute. So off targets, stopping the non-combativity being called. We are on the board now. Meinhardt getting one, and Pechoux getting another straight back.
The French will be looking at this one as an opportunity to close the gap. Pechoux. I think there's probably only one other fencer that I'd put right up there as someone you'd want on your team, and that's Pechoux, the German. They have a habit of not only performing well in individual tournaments, but also in team events. And Pechoux will be looking to target Meinhardt here and get a few points back. It's already looking like a big problem, though, for the French team. That's another attack from Meinhardt, and Meinhardt is just 2 away from the target score of 5 here. It's a slow and steady approach to Pechoux. I think all the Americans have decided that's the best way to attack him. Establish the right of way and then slowly finish. But Pechoux now closing the distance in, finding the blade and going for a simple prise de feu attack. Super fast. He's so quick. Yeah. Pechoux calling for a video review here, but Isako Skamparin has said attack from the right. And for me, Pechoux steps in, looks for the blade, but doesn't find it. So that Lefort looking for the blade is what takes the right of way away from him. And there you go. Skamparin sits and sticks with his decision. Pechoux not happy.
There's no point in arguing, though. Once the video has been looked at, it's not going to get overturned. So that is it, 25-17. That was a great leg from Gerrit Meinhardt, 5-2. And the lead extended now. And it's not over for the French, but they are in a spot of bother. They need a good leg from Enzo Lefort now, coming on against Alexandre Massialas.
So the Americans have managed to increase their lead, and it's now 25-17 for the United States.
And the French coach there just coming on to, I think, suggest a substitution.
Well, I think bizarrely they might well be taking out Pechoux and bringing in Julien Mertine. We'll have to wait and see what happens here, but Pechoux on for the anchor leg. They can't change Pauty or Pauty. He's on. Well, they can change him actually. They can change him for the next fight, and they have. That's what they've done. They've pulled Pauty out. They've done it just in the nick of time as well, because if this match had started, then they wouldn't have been able to do that. So Pauty's been sacrificed here. I'm not sure that that's so fair, given the fact that Pechoux is on a -7 indicator.
Yeah, but Pechoux is the anchor.
Nice attack from Enzo Lefort. The American box seemed to be happy with that decision. The first attack was no from Lefort, but Skamparin saying that Massialas didn't instigate anything, so Lefort kept the right of way, this time sneaking away with the twisty-turny counter. Look at that, the body movement is incredible.
Got to be careful he doesn't duck his head as well.
Blocked out. The American with the right of way at the moment. Now Lefort coming back, and he gets...
That was Lefort's attack.
Yeah, he gets that one, and acknowledgement there from Massialas. Massialas Jr., I should say. Attack right, Touche. Finding the blade is the critical thing here. And that's exactly what Massialas is doing. The repetitive beats are trying to lure Lefort into counter-attacking, and that's exactly what he did. Attack left, though.
Yeah, that time it was Massialas that was lured into the counter. 4-2 the score, Lefort doing well here.
It's like you press a button on Massialas when you hit him, and it makes him go faster, and it makes him even more accurate. Another attack from the right for me.
Yeah.
Just the slightest hesitation from Lefort. Massialas off the line quicker. And again, Lefort letting him press. Parry riposte is good. Massialas attacked, it was blocked out, and Lefort landed with the resumption of the right of way. All these beats, all trying to lure the counter.
Ooh, just right on the back line there, Lefort.
They know the length of the piece, these guys.
Did not step over.
Parry, riposte.
Yeah. Brilliant from Alex Massialas and Lefort. 5 apiece. Well, he was 5 apiece against Gerrit Meinhardt. So the Americans are doing a great job of negating the threat that is Enzo Lefort. Controlled him.
Look at this riposte, so patient, just looking down, waiting for his opponent to open the target area, and then angulation of the riposte, which Greg Massialas was talking about last night. The pronation of the wrist now is so critical in foil because of the deep parries, and also the way that the athletes lean.
So Julien Mertine is on as the sub, 31 years old, world rank 22. He's going up against Gerrit Meinhardt.
Meinhardt goes straight after him. He's in the rhythm. He's already had a couple of matches here. And a parry riposte there over the top. Circular C's flick on the back. He makes that look so easy. Look at this. Just hand so high, and then it's the flick of the wrist. And now we have a technical issue. The wireless engineer coming back out onto the piste. I think it's just going to be a case of unplug and replug. Well, not even that.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button. So we're into the final third. We can have a look at the indicators, can't we, Karim?
Yeah, we can indeed. On the French side, Pauty has been sacrificed. He finished on a -1. Le Pechoux, who's coming on for the anchor leg for the French, -7. Lefort has gone 0 with his indicators. He's scored as many as he's given away. On the American side, it's +1 for Massialas, +4 for Imboden, and +3 for Meinhardt coming into this one. He's a +1 in this one, so net indicator is a +4 for Gerrit Meinhardt.
So looking very good for Team USA.
Indicators tell part of the story because sometimes a 0 indicator, it sounds like, well, you haven't done anything for the team, but sometimes you're brought in to contain and you're not asked to go out and score, you're asked to contain and kill time. And a parry riposte there from Gerrit Meinhardt, but that is not the case in this respect. The USA team, to a man, have gone out and gone after France. They all want to finish on positive indicators. If you like, the competition for the Americans is within the team.
A lovely round-the-world hit there from Meinhardt on that last point. Of course, Miles Chamley-Watson, who's the reserve, actually has a hit that's named after him. It's a kind of like between the legs, round the back.
I've done it a few times now in competition, and the likes of Augusto Bizzi, one of the top fencing photographers, captures those moments brilliantly. I'll look at the FIE Facebook page to find them. Just go and search for Miles Chamley-Watson and they'll come up top of the pile. Trust me, they've been hit and seen so many times.
No separation there. Well, the body language in the American box is so different from the body language in the French box. They're all on their feet. They're jumping, they're cheering for every point.
And there is the final point of this
really
leg.
Pumped now. Their levels of stoke are going through the roof.
Sensational bout, and it's 35-24 for the United States. Tovább sikerült növelni az amerikai
35-24.
So Mertine's one outing resulted in a -3 indicator. The USA are on the brink of making history.
Enzo Lefort on for France, the individual world champion, on great form, but has been negated in this competition to a 0 indicator, 5 apiece in both of his legs, and he's up against Race Imboden.
Attack left touche.
Yeah.
Race Imboden asking whether he should call for a video there. I'm a bit surprised by that because it's quite clearly Enzo Lefort's. The heat of battle does strange things to a fencer's mind. So Lefort's got a clear game plan here. When Imboden steps anywhere near distance, he's going straight to target. Every time. He's done it every time so far in this fight. I know it's only 19 seconds old, but every time Imboden stepped into distance so far in this fight, Enzo Lefort has just gone straight to target. It's a risky strategy if he sticks with it, because surely Imboden's going to spot that.
Well, 3 unanswered points to Lefort. Imboden needs to change something here.
But he needs to set the hit up more. He needs to dance in and out of distance. He needs to set the hit up before going for it. Perhaps attacking from just a little bit further away as well would help. You'll be able to see what's going on. Enzo Lefort's getting the French team back into this one.
Yep, certainly is. 4 unanswered hits to Enzo Lefort. Imboden has to change things. Cannot keep doing what he's been doing.
Attack touche for the right.
Yeah.
Finally, Imboden gets off the mark. I fancy this may be the start of a bit of a run here.
That's the kind of hit that Greg Massialas likes. He was saying that last night, controlling your opponent's blade. It's the safest way to attack.
And now attacking from just that little bit further out as well. And in close quarters, lands a single hit. I wonder if there'll be a video review here. No call from Lefort. Both fences, for me, turned. Well, clearly Lefort turning there. Well, I guess Imboden had already gone past his opponent, so hit stands.
Again, that direct attack from Lefort.
Alex Massialas grimacing there, wincing at the fact that Imboden had missed.
Stray white light.
The body wire cord came out. Oh, that's nice. That's brave as well. He was off balance and decided with a huge amount of core strength to pull himself back into the counter-attacking position. Attacking prep. Well, it's given us attack no from the left, but for me that's attacking prep because he managed to stop Lefort. Lefort's arm didn't extend fully. Look, he kind of just throws it out at the last minute, almost like a counter-attack from the Frenchman.
So Race Imboden 1 away now from the target score of 20. Enzo Lefort gets another one. Goes into catch-up mode. 6-4 now in this 8th leg. Yeah, Imboden trying to control Enzo Lefort's blade. Get a hold of it on the way in.
He's making him work hard for it. Enzo Lefort. Referee's going to have a look at this one. He's going to have a look at this one. I'm not 100% convinced by this either, to be honest with you.
Well, let's have a look ourselves if we can.
Right, so there's no meeting the blade as yet. 6 and 2 threes for me. He's giving it for the American.
40-30 the score, and America have 1 foot on the top of the podium. A 10-point lead going into the last leg. I don't think even the great Erwin Pechoux could make up that.
Don't say that, Graham, don't say that. I've seen him fight back from similar positions for the French team. I think the Americans may have a little bit too much to offer here. Alex Massialas on the piece for them.
Well, for Pechoux to win this, he would need to win it 15-4.
Yep, or more. 15-3 would do as well. He's no mere mortal, though, Erwin Pechoux. But you have to fancy Alex Massialas and the USA team here. Time for them to make history and become the first USA team to win the World Championship men's team foil competition.
Yeah, the blue.
Lovely stuff from Massialas.
The blue ribboned event.
Pechoux going after it with a Septime beat. The left-hander against the right-hander. Coming around to Septime. Line 7 for those from the USA. Massialas wrapping him up on the attack, and that is his right of way.
Yep.
And he's very calm with the riposte. It's almost like he planned that. Close quarters, Massialas is great, but the referee had already called halt.
Well, Pechoux yet to get off the board in this final leg.
Unlucky from Pechoux, just hitting the shoulder there.
The bit of the shoulder that was off target. Got to be so accurate when you go for that point there.
Attack right for me, attack right
is given
for Isako Scomparin. 2 away, and you can feel the nervous energy in the box. You watch these Americans come running out onto the piste if they do this.
Well, the French are all sitting down, head in hands. The Americans are pacing, waiting. And Erwin Pechoux gets one onto the board.
There's a cameraman standing right in front of the American box. If I was him, I'd get out of the way. The Americans are so close here. Imboden massaging the shoulders of Stefano Cerioni, but Lepechou's not done yet. He's not done yet.
Well, 2 on the scoreboard. It's just a question of when.
It's history for America!
America are the gold medalists, and here they come. They're onto the piste.
Oh,
and
brilliant!
They are celebrating as a team. What a fantastic team performance. Alex Massialas acknowledges his competitor and handshakes for the team from France. But now the Americans can jump for joy. They have done it for the first time in history. America are the gold medalists.
Greg Massialas there with the red polo shirt on has had a huge effect on this. His influence has brought this team on. They are looking so strong now. And can they take the Olympic gold next year? They look brilliant.
Yeah, they must go into those Tokyo Games as the clear favourites. And they so good in this team competition. They really do have it down. A little bit disappointed with their individual performances, but when it comes to fencing as a team, this 4 really have it.
I think you're right. They will be disappointed with their individual performances, but they came here to win the team gold medal. That is 100%, no word of a lie. They came here for this gold medal, and I think they would have sacrificed everything to get it, and they have got it, and hats off to them. I'm so pleased for the American team. They've been on the brink a couple of times, and now they've crossed the line. The USA have made history here.